to the MarcWes Sports Podcast.
Better than he was in the previous years, which is a possibility, maybe, but I don't really see that happening either. Boston, they going through a whole bunch of controversy right now with their coach. How did we not talk about this controversy, Wes?
We had a lot going on, man. We had a lot going on.
I mean, they coach who was dating Nia Long, by the way. Did we know this? I didn't know this before this shit came out. But dating Nia Long, first of all, you cheating on Nia Long, shame on you. I had the biggest crush on her all the way through high school, when she was on Fresh Prince, when she was on Love Jones, when she was on, even when she got thick and she was on Soul Food. I still was feeling Nia Long, you know? So you cheated on her with some executive person. It feels like it was a setup, straight up, and that's how things go. And they must have wanted him out. I don't know why it turned dark. But they must have wanted him out based on this whole controversy, So it was just a weird situation altogether. So I just think Boston seemed like they just don't have enough. I don't believe in the young boy, the light-skinned dude. I don't think he's really ready for Jaylen Brown. Not Jaylen Brown.
Not Jaylen Brown.
Jason Tatum. I think he's a great player. I'd love to have him on the Heat. I'm not gonna lie, but I just don't think he's ready yet to take that next step to be a true, legitimate superstar. And I would keep Jimmy Butler over him just because of the all-around game. And yes. I know that hopefully Jimmy Butler was working on his threes in the offseason.
He was balling.
Because if he that's really the last piece for him to be a real true superstar. If he could start hitting that three like consistently, and instead of like one game here and there he's hot, then he's gonna be like top five player.
Even Bam is shooting threes.
The one highlight I did see Bam hit a three, and I was like, okay. So yeah, I mean, I'm always gonna roll with the Heat. It's always Heat over anybody else. Now those teams in the West, they good. Golden State, I'm sure, is gonna be back. Memphis, I think could have beaten Golden State last year if John Morant didn't get hurt. So I think they're gonna be a contender. And I don't believe in the Lakers. I just don't think they're gonna come out the West. So I mean, we'll see what happens. But I'm rolling with the Heat. I think they could still make it to the NBA Finals and win it. And most people who not from Miami or not a Heat fan are gonna listen and be like, "Oh, he's just being a homer." But that's genuinely how I feel. I mean, yeah, there may be some of that in there, but for the most part, I try to think logically and I try to think realistically. And I think Miami is a deep team. They are one of the best defenses in the league. And when fully healthy, I don't see a team beating them. The only reason why they lost is because they weren't fully healthy, and the only reason why they lost to the Lakers in the finals is because they weren't fully healthy. You lose Dragic and basically Bam trying to play not 100%. So yeah, I think the Heat get it done this year as long as they can stay healthy, especially if you're talking about that rookie is doing the stuff that you say he's doing.
He is.
Then he's the missing piece then, because I don't know how you can guard that type of size and that type of agility on the perimeter, and then still also have players like Bam, Hero, and Jimmy Butler, driving to the basket. That seems impossible to really stop. Plus the defense, yeah. I'm rolling with the Heat all day. Let's go. Who they play on Wednesday? I don't know who.
Chicago. They would play Chicago.
That's gonna be a win. We usually always beat Chicago. They only got what's his name, DeRozan over there, who's a good player, but he's just their best player on one team. Zach LaVine, I think he's good, but not great. We don't shut that down, and yeah, let's go Heat.
Yeah, definitely. As far as what before we jump on the next topic with the head coach of the Boston Celtics, like, yeah, definitely was a setup. I just don't like the way they did him though. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Nia Long, but it ain't the same Nia Long. I know we all had a crush on Nia Long, but she already have a kid. She's looking a little older.
Yeah, man, it's Nia Long, bro.
Nah, she looking a little older, but she don't look like Love Jones. Like she, but I'll still take it. I'll still choose my wife first.
You can keep going. I'm gonna pull it up for myself. I want to see what it looked like. I want to see what it looked like, man.
But yeah, I didn't like the way they it was consensual. I mean, the only thing is he slept with, I guess, one of the executives' wives, and she's a Mormon. You know what I'm saying? Mormons, you know what I'm saying? Them women, they normally don't be outside like that. You know what I'm saying? So she finally done got a real dude in the building, and she had to give him the crevice. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, I think that's what really happened. She like, yo, they had them shirts. Once you go, you never come back. I think that's exactly what happened in this situation. But I just don't like the way they did him because it's consensual, and they basically kind of blackballing him. If you're going to fire him and have him go somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? They're basically holding on to him. So he, you're going to get paid, but you can't do nothing else. You know what I'm saying?
I pulled up the Nia Long IG, and she looks the same. But at the same time, I don't see any body photos. All the photos are from, like, the neck up. So I'm not sure, if it's, like, what it used to be. But from the neck up, she looks the same. Her face looks the same.
Let me see too. You feel me? Yeah,
a body photo.
Yeah, she still look good, but you can see that she's older. You can tell by the eyes. You can tell.
Right. She was in this movie, Best Man Holiday. That's right. That wasn't that long ago.
I'm looking at her. She looks okay, but I mean
she doesn't look bad enough where I would be like, you know what, it's time for me to step out on the young girl. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris. Thank you for pulling that up. I didn't even see you pulling that up.
See, I don't know but when it comes to the Mormons, you feel me? I don't know. It probably was not even the plain fact that Nia Long don't look good. It's just the plain fact that you like Mormons normally are, religious. They normally see one person, this, that, and the other. I think it just was a thrill for him. I don't think it's just like, oh, she looked better than Nia Long. Matter of fact, I think I seen how the girl looked, and I think she was a bad one too. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. It can't be. I don't know many black Mormons. You know what I'm saying? So the picture that I had seen, she was supposedly black. So if she's black, I'm like, how are you a Mormon? But I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm not familiar with the Mormon religion and stuff like that. I don't know if it's just a Caucasian thing or if it's just a community thing, whereas a group of people live in one city and y'all kind of follow the same kind of beliefs. I really don't know. I'm pretty
sure there's some black Mormons out there, but I'm pretty sure it's like 1%.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm like, I've never really seen every movie, and it's a Mormon. I've never seen someone black. It is always someone else Caucasian. So for me, I think it just was a thrill thing that it's a Mormon. And it's just like when you were a kid and your teacher, oh my God, my teacher, oh, that's her? I thought she was black. Oh, who the hell that black person was then? Unless he slept with multiple people, you know what I mean? I'm gonna have to find that. I'm gonna find it though, Chris. But I'm like,
yeah, I thought she was white too. So I was a little surprised when you said that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I had seen a picture of a black. I'm like,
no, I thought she was white. No, I was surprised when you said she was black.
See, I thought she was white as well. But then when I seen a picture, I seen it was like a bad. Matter of fact, It was Nia Long assistant. Nia Long assistant. He didn't just sleep.
I think he slept with like multiple broads.
You see what I'm saying? Yes,
Wrong.
he slept with Nia Long assistant.
So he wrong though, man. Like he wrong. Like we married dudes, so like it's just wrong. You know, like if you really felt that way, then you should just end it and then just go on your merry way.
Marcus, but I agree with you 100%. But I'm looking at his name, Ime Udoka. I don't know if he's African. Africans have a different way of being with a person. Some of them have like 5 wives. You seen what's his name? Akon just said he had multiple wives. What's his name? Michael Blackson just said he had multiple wives. All of them are African. You know what I'm saying? You may live in the United States, but all of them are African. So I don't know their tradition. Just by his name, I don't know his background. I don't know if he's just. I know you're black, but I don't know if you you're like these individuals, because Akon is from Africa. I think from Saigon. You have Michael Blackson. Also, I think I don't know where he's from. Kenya. I'm not sure, but it's a different tradition over there. So I don't know if with him it's the same way. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's like that, then who am I to go ahead and blame? Who am I to say anything? But I mean, you made it seem like you made it seem like you was a one-man person if you're being with Nia Long, because we know she's not African, she's black, but I know she's not going to be trying to share. The women that I know, they don't share. You know what I'm saying? Like they're jealous of anything, like just looking at somebody. I remember when somebody had pulled something off my hair, like a piece of lint. My wife felt some type of way, like, why the hell she's so close to you anyway to even see that? But, so again, like in regards to the Ime Udoka situation, I just think that he got a whole lot of power. He's in Boston, I normally hear negative things about Boston, but when you got a whole lot of money, then people gonna go ahead and throw it at you sometimes. You feel me? But I just don't like the way they make it seem like he was just the bad guy. Nia Long, your assistant, that's your homegirl. She been your assistant for years. She cheated. It was consensual. Let's not make it seem like he's the big bad wolf and he just stole the sack. No. You gave it up. You gave it up because you was willing and ready. But same thing when
she was married too.
And she was married. You know what I'm saying, Marcus? Like, come on, man.
Your sister was married too?
Yeah, but she still got her job though. She still got her job. The Mormon lady, the one that Chris just put up on the screen, she still have her job. If anybody gonna be suspended, both of them need to be suspended without a job. You feel what I'm saying? How you gonna just? It's the big black wolf. You feel me? Coming and destroying everything, even though you was willing and ready. Really? Like, come on, man. We need to like this whole thing nowadays. Right now, making it seem like women are just weak, frail, dumb. That is bull. Your wife is smart. My wife is smart. The women in our lives are smart. Like, how you think just because the media give this narrative that women are weak, because that's exactly what they're saying without saying it. You know what I'm saying? You think I'm gonna believe that? No, man. I'm sorry. Everybody have choices in this world, and you chose as a woman, a married woman at that. Both of them was married at that, to sleep with a married man or someone that was engaged to be married. So, like, if anything, what's worse is the women, because we know women it's more emotional when it comes to sleeping around. When it comes to women, men, a lot of men, we just think with our other head. Not this one over here, but the one down there. And
but nobody cares about the woman in that situation, because she is basically, I don't want to call her a nobody, but she is not famous. She's not the head coach of the Boston Celtics, so it doesn't really matter so much. Yeah, like she wrong too. Yeah, but people the controversy. The only reason why we're talking about it here on the MarcWes Sports Podcast, because he's the coach of the Boston Celtics.
And because they leaked it. I mean, they could have handled it internally. I mean, like, we didn't need to know exactly what happened. Y'all could have just suspended him real quick. But the reason why they suspended him, he smashed his boss's wife. Like, like imagine that, man.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
So the dude is he's a slime ball. You got to admit that. I mean, like, why would you do that? I mean, and if you are going to do that, you got to make sure that doesn't get out. You know,
How the hell did it get out? That's the thing.
Hey, things happen, man.
Hey, as long as we stay clean, we good, boy. Squeeze me over here.
Exactly. I mean, so he ended up losing his job, right? He's no longer the coach of the Boston Celtics.
They suspended him for a year, but they didn't fire him yet. So
they suspended him for a year.
Yeah, for the whole season. Why you don't just fire him?
That is the weirdest shit I ever heard.
I was hearing that, I guess, if they suspend you, I forgot where I heard this from, but if they fire you, they got to give you, I guess, the rest of your pay or something like that. But if they suspend you, I think they don't have to pay you. I heard some shit like that. I don't know if that's true or what.
So they're not gonna pay him for a year, so they can keep some more bread. I guess that's smart. I guess, but still, like, wow, that's an interesting situation.
Hey, this is what it is. Keep it up there in Boston. Keep it up there in Boston. We'll stay clean down here in South Florida.